What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I keep like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling the supplies, make graveyards full of lives. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in it.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
First and 10 from.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
On the counter, ETN.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Now, to run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw from. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. From. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
53 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From off of play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go. It's nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Another try after the first down sack. From. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense for the Jags, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. 7-7, our score after one. ETN up the middle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here's Fromm to throw.
He gets it complete to Jackson.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jags have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Lions had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a 1st down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Throwing is Fromm.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fromm.
Pryor has it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they'll go again with ETN. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 1st and 10, Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Fromm's throw here taken in by Ingram.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On first down, Fromm.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll throw on first down with Fromm.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now, oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Goff on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff throwing again. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
If there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed.